Lovely tubers, it's a Saturday morning. I'm going out for a ride on the mighty NC, and I'm going to meet a fellow subscriber who's a wannabe NC rider, Richard. So I'm going to have a nice ride out with him. He has got a KTM390, and he says he wants to he's going to start looking at the NC750. The more the merrier. So I've got a good old run to where we need to go. Try getting in the right lane. So I'm heading up towards Cumbria. So we'll see you when we get there, because it's all motorway up to a certain part. And then he's going to take me around. He lives in that local area where I'm going, and he's going to actually take me around some lanes that he knows. So looking forward to that. And what a day, look at this. It's like summer, isn't it? The NC has just been filled up with go-go juice to go further. So we'll see you when we get up there. See you shortly. Right people, we've actually made it. So this is Barnard Castle. Lovely view from here. So I've got to find now where I'm going to meet Richard. So we'll go into the area there. Come back to you in a second. Britain really steeped in history. It's amazing, isn't it? That would have been the moat or the river it would have had. So we're coming into Marketplace. And I'll have to find a little cafe that we're going to there. Time for a brew. It's been a 2.5 hour ride to here. Worth every minute of it though. Back into and this is what you've got here. Stunning little town, look at it. Look at that. Some crafts and antique shops. Imagine how bustling this would have been in the days when it was first built. What would this have been? Some sort of cattle place? Absolutely astounding. Right, we need to now just find somewhere to park up and see if we can find Richard. Looking for a KTM390. Which I don't think will be hard to find, to be honest. Right. Right, and what we'll do, we will knock you off. Oh, sorry. Saying we're still up here. Right, we've just seen Richard now on his little KTM. Sat nav's for you, sending me the wrong way. And there he is, his little beauty. Oh. Hi Richard.
How you doing, Paul?
Lovely ride up here, I'll tell you. Absolutely.
35 years since I've been up here. We've probably got better brakes than I've got at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple of this. Turn the steering the other way. Stand still now. Give the curb. It's only been about half an hour. 2.5 hours. Getting at the same time. Well, my sat nav, I was looking for that, the bigger calf. That said, and it's brought me up here. That way. I hate sat navs, to be honest. I'm not very good at them. I've just got that in there, and I'm just learning how to use the pack talk. Oh, right. I mean, I just connected by accident, and I hear it, and I just use them. Oh, the drip? Yeah. Yeah, there's a Tommy who comes out with me, he's got a drip. Well, cracking cat, the lifetime on them, the battery life. I mean, I've got a GoPro, but I'm going to picture how to use it, that's alright. Yeah. I bought one, never ever used it. Never ever used it. It's what how to use it. I'll tell you the fine you have with the GoPros. The vibration setting? No, audio. Alright. I've heard a lot of people like with the mics and that. Yeah, I've got some of them as well, yeah. Well, mine plugs straight into my audio. Yeah, I've got some of them. So I don't have, I never rode for years without them. Yeah. Death anyway, so. Yeah, but loved it. Lovely. This is the beast. That's a beast. This is. What camera is that then? It's a Nexus? Not Nexus. No, it's a cheapo nasty, it's a cheapo nasty one off eBay. Alright, hey, as long as it captures the footage, that's all you need. It's not that good. Honestly, they're not that good. Because what happens with them, they get dirt on them. Right. And when the dirt gets on them, that's it. Weather-wise, it's held up really well. They actually connect. Let's just show you. They connect inside. So it's got its own little hard drive in there. Alright. So this is your frunk. I love the frunk. But the size of that! Exactly. They're massive. Bloody hell. Christ. And it goes down and down and down. I'm like crap in there. But if you look there, yeah, down at the bottom, you've got like a thing at the bottom, haven't you? That is the hard drive. Right. Alright. So that's what records the film. So that again goes straight to your phone and you can connect it Bluetooth. Fabulous little things. But yeah, I mean, when you can carry one of them around for my back wheel. I never got to do my brakes this week. Oh, have you not? Yeah, because of work. I'm busy. So it's like, and in the garage, it's been far too thingy. Find somewhere to park down there if you want, and then. Yeah, grab a. I need toilet myself. Grab toilet. Grab a quick brew. Yeah. I've had half an energy drink, which I don't normally drink. Well, I've got cans of pop. I've got chocolate bars for us. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to where you're going to take us. Up on the mills. Well, I thought I'd take you. I mean, you can probably get to the deals. It's just like the proper old towns many years ago where the parking's in the middle there. They're just fabulous places. And it's good to see how many people out here looking at her. She weren't looking my way, she was just going to go straight on. Should have Richard. There it goes. Lovely little KTM, isn't it? Turning out nice, Richard. Sorry? Turning out nice. Right, so round here somewhere, we're going to have to find a parking spot. There's a Greg, so there's a start. So let's see if we can. Look how busy it is. Not even spaces for bikes, people. Whoa, what's going on?
Richard, do you want to try and get on that one there? Is there one there? Okay. I'll tell you what, cobblestones don't like you people. What's going on outside? Stand on this. How is it paying display? Airport now, silver parking. 25 2 hours no return. Right. On off. We'll get to you when we want somewhere to park. Right, so we've just had a brew with Richard. He's got in his nice little 390 Adventure. He's going to have a go on mine. I'm going to have a go on his in a little bit. We'll just, first of all, he's going to take me around his area. So really looking forward to this. Is that roundabout? So it's like, really, it's like therapy this for me. You know, when you go to heaven, you're going to get a pair of wings. But to be honest, I prefer the 2 wings that come with the Honda. I hope up there this bike is there because it's so much fun on it. As I say, I never get bored of it, people. I know some people go, it's dull as dishwater. But whatever bike you own, you know, you should love it and enjoy it. And I think when you look at mental health and you look at people, I'm quite lucky. I'm not a person that has, touch wood, not had mental health. I get headaches and I get tiredness because it's work or stress, but not real mental health issues whereby I'm actually stuck on a settee and I'm down. But if I was, I know this would be a cure for it. Because I know getting out, the thing about bikes is the feeling of nature is literally on you. You're riding through it. It's touching you. It's not like in a car where you've got a big screen and nothing to do except a heater. You've got air, fresh air hitting you all over, up in your visor. You're stuck in the airs of outside. You just see more. You just feel at one. You feel peaceful. And what a road this is. If you want a GSX 1000, I'm sure you would love this road. But even what we're doing now, this is just, for me, fabulous. Look at this, wow. Sun trying to get through there. This is coming to a T-junction by the looks of it. It's going. The 6282. Eggleston. Middleton. There's a Middleton in Manchester. A different Middleton though. Absolute fabulous. And this is the best part when you just come out, see somewhere completely new. It's great. Richard's bringing me down these sides, you know, a place that I'd have never seen without him. Probably never gone down this road. Complete new views. And that's the thing about sharing. Now he said he's got some gnarly lanes to take me up. It's certainly a place I'm going to come back to. Look at that. Fabulous, mate. Fabulous. I say I never get bored of it. It's like lanes like that. Where's that going? Oh, it's like a candy store. The more twisty, the more narrow, the more gnarly, the happier I am. So you can see there's a bike in front, going uphill. You know, make sure you've got space, nothing behind. And that's what I say, just be kind to everyone on the road. Just because other people want to drive like idiots, it doesn't mean you have to. My father told me years ago, he said, you can be the best driver in the world, and one day you do something wrong, and that's the day you're caught out. And you're tarred with, you're a terrible driver. To me, when you're going over these cattle grids, you're going onto fell roads. Stop cattle getting out. I mean, like the stone walls. Look at the walls. You think how much work has gone into building them. The first stone that went in that wall, how long it took them to build it. How many people involved in building it. These look like snow markers. So this obviously gets a good bit of snow here. It's not only Sweden that has them. And that's it, roads like this you'll always get the big nice sports cars coming up here. Well, people, look at this road. Wow. It's astounding. Absolutely fabulous, isn't it? And going up into the clouds there. Do you know something? Getting up this morning early so that I could come down and meet Richard, worth every minute of it. Thank you, Richard. I think this sort of road is definitely your sports bike territory, isn't it? You'll certainly get your big sports bikes coming up here. You've got nice sweeping bends. Nothing on either side except probably a few rocks and quite a drop. Look at that. Now she's in standard mode as well on here. Now I'll leave her on standard mode somewhere like this because of traction. If you put them in sports mode, you'll lose all your traction on it. But again, like in my last video, in terms of set your user preferences on the bike. Do it how you want to do it. The NC is a versatile bike. It allows you to set how you want to ride. This is fabulous. Absolute fabulous, people. Here we go. That looks like a scooter behind there. Is it? No, it isn't. Oh, sorry. It's a... Oh, sorry. Ice Diddy, sorry mate. It's a Transalp. Oh, I called it a scooter. I need to go Specsavers. I thought it was an NC750 or something. Oh, dearie me. What does mine look like from a distance then? Love it. Oh, it's absolutely, people. Fabulous. Worth every single penny of fuel that I put in this bike. Worth every penny of it. Look at this, you're up in the hill. You're up in the hills now. You're at cloud level. The pearly sound of this NC. Just saying to me, come on mate, come on, look at it, look at these roads mate. It's like your pet dog. Weardale, what a lovely place. I think this will be a place we'll be coming out to again, people, without doubt. This is truly biking roads. Look at this. Touch on the back brake, down on the gear, hog the centre. And we're not going fast. I mean, you don't even need to be honest. Just let off the accelerator. And it's going downhill, so I can feel now on it. It's steeper than what it looks. Look at this. Hope you're enjoying this anyway. Looks as though it may be a long one. Looks like an Africa twin. Having its heart's content out there, enjoying it. And the roads are slippy here. Oh, look at that, wow. Imagine that in bright sunshine. A pheasant there on the side. Right down the valley there, wow. And like I say, this is a road I've never ridden on before. First time I've ever ridden on this. And again, it's one I'm not going to forget. Absolutely beautiful. I bet you get some winds up here in the winter, but that's the road we're going up, people, by the looks of it. Look at that, oh, wow. absolutely fabulous. And the big yellow bus. Which way are we going? Which way are we going? It's absolutely nice hairpin bend. This is where the NC, it does all the work for you. I mean, I know people don't like it because it changes gear, but it changes gear by the speed you're doing. That's why it changes gear. But the downside, it changes gear because it also wants to get as much fuel as it can, so it wants to get to top gear. Look at this, wow. Like I say, there's absolutely, doesn't matter what hill you're on, it's got more than enough grunt on this bike to drag you up it. I'm really impressed with that little 390, because he's bobbing along at a good old pace and he's, you know, not struggling at all by the looks of it. More grouse there, more pheasant. I think the grouse actually, haven't they? Lovely looking bird. This is just absolute people. I can't tell you how nice it is because it's just fabulous. You know, I mean, look at that down there. Wow. You just can't see it, but and I've definitely got to do my brakes on this. The brakes are dreadful at the moment on this. 1 in 10 decline, 10%. What a wonderful little road. Imagine if there weren't a yellow bus in front of us. If it weren't a yellow bus, it'd be a white van, wouldn't it? Taking that a bit short, isn't it? Absolute fabulous. I do actually miss the days of driving coaches, to be honest. Again, that was another job. Not a well-paid job, a very poorly paid job for what you do. But the actual benefits are letting us go by. The benefits of it is amazing because I've gone over the Pyrenees in a coach. So, as you can imagine, a bike doesn't worry me at all. The only thing you have to worry about on bikes is balance. Look at this, well. Oh, is it? Can we go across it? We're going to say, are we going across? Hey, Richard? Sorry? Are we going across? We used to be allowed to, but you're not allowed to go through it now. Are you not? Yeah, I forgot. No, I'm not really hungry. Yeah, I'm not really hungry, to be honest. Plus, I'll end up wanting to go toilet afterwards. Absolute fabulous, isn't it? Oh, absolute fabulous over the tops there. Oh, yeah, you can see it down the valley. It's just still beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, well. And then we'll have a ride up onto like the back road. Go on then, I'll follow you. It doesn't get any better, people. Now I can see why he says he does a bit of fly fishing, so he knows this place really well. And again, I keep on harping on about it. If you don't meet people, and you don't know, you know, when they take you to an area like this, I'd never known this at all. It's fabulous. What's that river called, Richard? The bridge where I saw the 2 accidents. Oh, is this where it was? So Richard told us in the calf there was 2 accidents many years ago. And like me, I've been involved with an accident on a bike, and I've seen people sadly killed on bikes. But it doesn't deter me. I'm just a biker, and that's it. It's like I keep on saying to people, you change as you get older. Your riding habits change, and it doesn't mean you're a better rider when you get older. You pick up habits. And he said he's done a refresher course, and it's something I fancy doing myself, to be honest. I do fancy going out and going to do an advanced course on the bike, and it'll pick up my bad habits, because I may think I'm the best rider in the world, but I'm probably not. And I think more than anything, it's common sense, isn't it? It's like now we're going over the brow of a bridge. Just slow down. You just look. You've got crap in the middle of the road. You know, don't matter what tyres you've got on, you can be taken out with it. So you've got to adjust according to your riding ability and to the conditions of the road. Because it is too easy now to look everywhere else, because it is beautiful. Look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. How could you not like this? You could not like this. Stone walls, absolutely fabulous. I just think, you think some of them stones have chipped them away to make them fit. The skill in that is untrue. And this is what I say with the NC as well, on these roads. You're not doing any work, you're not going to stall it. It's just going to make your riding easy. And it's like there now, I've dropped it down a gear before the bike has done it. I want it to be in 3rd there, it'll go up to 4th very quickly in standard mode. Absolutely fabulous. Now, it's a funny thing actually with him, like Newcastle sort of accident. Oh, so his father restored this. Wow, fabulous. So a builder What an absolute fabulous place. Wow. Your dad put the clock on as well? Wow. How old is it then?
I mean, we moved into there in the 70s.
Bloody hell. Talk about envy. I bet it was cold in the winter though.
Well, you used to get 10, 15 foot of snow like back in the day. So that wall used to be a lot higher. You used to go to the down,
Yeah.
it rises up. And that's how high the wall was. And that used to be level with snow.
Bloody hell. Yeah, because
What, a good 10 foot of snow, 8 foot of snow?
I noticed coming over the top the snow beacons. Yeah, it's just, everyone thinks they're just in Switzerland and that. We get them here, don't we? That is fabulous. What's it called though?
Hall.
What?
Horsley Hall.
Horsley Hall. Fabulous. Is it a hotel now? Is it a...
It was turned into a hotel, and now I think it's sort of like holiday lets, like you book it and look after yourself.
Oh right, so it's like an Airbnb. Sorry. What a fabulous place. Wow.
What we'll do, I'll take you along this back lane. There's a nice back lane here, and it comes out near St John's Chapel way.
Right.
There. And then we'll head back to Stanhope. It's just a nice little back road.
Fabulous. Loving this.
So obviously it's filled out with the mud, the road with mud.
I've got nobblies on there, I'm fine. They don't do anything like, they just slip. Just don't do it on a hill. I don't want to do an Action Man roll off my bike again. Well, look at this, it's fabulous. So, Stanhope Hall, what a lovely place. Now you see, people, why it's worth meeting and being a biker. And owning an NC or even a KTM390. Because you can do it on anything, can't you? You can just enjoy yourself. You learn something new. You see something new. And it just totally helps your well-being. It really does. And the other side about doing this is, you get home at night and you'll sleep. Because you're in fresh air all day. You know, for me, from 9 o'clock this morning, by the time I get home tonight, probably about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, it's a day of just pure fresh air. And these sort of roads, these are the ones I could just ride all day. If I had to cross Britain, or the UK or anywhere, these are the sort of roads I'd want to do it on. And look at us, we're doing 28 miles an hour, 27 miles an hour really, 32 on the clock, but we're doing realistically, take 3 off that, 29 miles an hour. And loving every minute of it and seeing it all. Look at these hills, absolutely fabulous. The way they were split off by the people who first put these rocks in. I mean, they must have been hardy people to lift some of these rocks and to split them, to get them there. All that wall. Wow, look at that. Old farm. And that's the sad side of it, isn't it? Farmers are dying off and people don't realise how much we need them. You know, supermarkets. You know, you get that, and that's it. It's like where we've just been, where that castle was, it would have been a market town. farmers would have brought all the produce to the market and sold it directly. Now we've got Asda's who just shareholders. You don't get anything really fresh out of them. They package it as saying, oh, look at this, the sell-by date on this. But none of it is, you know, it's none of it's like going straight to that farm shop and buying it straight out of there. And especially if you know, like, the cabbages or the carrots have pulled them out the ground that day. If you knew what time they pull the stuff out. This is, thank you very much, Richard. This is fabulous. Look at this. Wow. Oh my, you know, you win the lottery, I would live there. I won't think twice about it. Imagine this is your road to go out. Well, look at it, to go out on. You'd love it. Bloody fabulous. Who needs a Picasso, people, when you've got it on every bend? You've got it on every corner. Views are to die for. Well, I'll sleep a happy man tonight. Probably one of the best rides I've had this year now. Brotherly. What a name, eh? Oh, that's what should I call it? Brotherly Riders instead of Birchwood Biker. Holiday Park as well. See, this is a thing that you do. It's like I do with my missus. I spend a lot of time with my missus, so I go out a lot of places. And I come out and I see that when I'm out on the bike. And it's like, when you go away, it's like that Scottish retreat we're going to. You know, by luck I found that. You don't need onthemarket.com to find them. If you've got a car, if you've got a bike, go out and ride around and see what you see. And I've got to say, even to you big GS riders, come out here and have a go at this. Beautiful, you'll love it. On your Triumphs, on your Hondas, on your Harleys, get down these roads. You just won't regret it. It's just absolutely fabulous. I'll definitely have to get out here on the Hemi and see how the Hemi deals with it. But that'd be the difference with the Hemi getting up here. It's like coming up the motorways 70 and 80 without a glitch. On the Hemi you'd be doing 60s, 65. It'd take you a little bit longer, but you'd still get it here, wouldn't you? Maybe this place is the tent on the back for the Hemi. The slug will get me here. It may be a long video, but if you like the countryside and you like the lanes, you're going to like this. And if you're interested in the comments, have you been down this road? Have you actually ridden it? I'd quite happily get lost out here. And even on a greyish day like this, still fabulous. Like Richard said there about the fog, didn't really bother me, the mist, the hillsides. You know, it's characterful, that's what it is. It's just as beautiful in that as it is in the sunshine. Dadry Shield. Amazing what these old names are. I wonder what they stand for, why they were made. They all have history behind them, won't they? So we're back on the main roads now. What we're on now? We're on the 689 Alston. I wonder if this was the road we were looking at before. St John's Chapel. Where's the chapel then? So we're going to have a nice brew. And this is what it's about, isn't it? About getting out. I've no ride. Look at this. It's fabulous. So it's a little biker's spot as well. The ER6 by the looks of it. And that looks like a Honda. Fabulous, Richard. Fabulous. Love it. Oh, honestly, do you know something? It's as good that way as it is any other. And that's the best thing about it. You go out on different days and them different views. It's like you're just saying there, it's like a Picasso, a different one every day. Every bend you go round is a different one. You know. And at least we've not had the rain. Yeah. So it's been fabulous. I'll get this one as well.
I'll get them.
No, forget it. No, I'll get this one. Don't worry, honestly. I'll show you a bit on the GoPro. Look why them thingies don't.
I'll get mine out. Did you show it's
Yeah, of course, we'll set you up. Chambers calf. This looks nice. We'll give it a marks out of 10. May get a bit too heat. Right, we've just had rain's coming. We've just had another lovely coffee and I've had an egg roll. We're just saying, we're talking about meat. I must stop eating it again. I did stop for a while. I did try to go vegan for a few months, many years ago, because I don't like eating it. I really don't. Where we gone? 689. But it's personal choice, isn't it? We've still, no matter what it is, we need to eat. Now, Richard's going to have a little ride of my bike. I'll have a little ride of his. Just in time for the wet weather to come. And what time we're on? Where's my clock gone to whoa, whoa, whoa. Speed, that idiot was coming round then. Absolutely, and that's unfortunately the side with motorcycling. You never know what is going to be coming round the corner. Speedy was coming round there then, Richard. The Speedy was coming round there. Do you want me to show you? Very simple. Drive. Okay. Now I'm on, let's just stick it on the mode. So that mode button moves which part. So we're going to there. So if you wanted to go into sports mode.
I just want it in rain.
Right, so we'll drop it in rain. And what rain will do, it'll take up, that's what it does, it takes it puts loads of traction on, it takes the power off, and it takes the engine braking off.
Right.
Okay? So that all that slippiness that could happen, it takes it away. You still put down the hammer, you're just not your back end. If you put in sports, it's the back end, there's no traction. So it's just going to slide out. We'll just jump on it, stick it in drive, and twist and go. You alright? How do you find it with height? How do you find? Just press drive, yeah. Don't try and stick it in drive and pull it back and pull the accelerator, because you'll just go.
Right, so what do we do? Just press drive.
Just press drive there. D.
And it won't take off, will it?
No, so not you stand up. No, it won't go until you actually put thingy. So put it on drive now. Now just gently feed it. Just gently feed it. Now, first time ever I've ridden a KTM. Light, people, very light. Lights are on. Where's lights here? Where's my lights? I've got lights on high beam. Where are my lights? That's indicators. I don't know where my lights are. Now you'll find a massive difference, because I can feel straight away the power difference between this and that. But I'll tell you what, oh, it's nicer than, I'm sorry to say, people, 2 seconds of on this, it's nicer than the Himalayan to ride. It's much nicer. Oh, it's really nice. The clutch is so light on it. It's the power. I wouldn't say the power's any different, even though the Hemi's less power. This is, again, it's at them areas whereby you've not got massive amount of juice on it. Now, I want to know where my bloody lights are. So that's the indicators. Where are the lights? I'm going to have to ask him. I don't know where the lights are. Nice to ride though. You would not be upset riding one of these. I'll have to ask him what they do to the gallon. I like the dash better than mine. At least it's got a nice bright dash on it. Well, he's certainly sat at home on my NC now. He's well into that. Is the ride enough to actually make him buy one though? Will Richard buy one? And brakes are good on it. Front brake is better than mine, but mine is in need of redoing, to be honest. My brakes on mine, it's got 8,000 miles on it, so it's been used and hard. So I'll be riding it with brakes that are not fabulous. You've got the gears anyway. He's going to stop. So we come down here, when we come up here, when we first come out. Fabulous lanes. And this bike is built for this. It's a bit vibraty. You've got a bit of revs going, you can feel a lot of buzzing through the foot pegs. You can feel it through the handlebars. This bike for me is these sort of lanes. This is what this will sit on really nicely. Nice and comfortable. The seat's quite nice on it. It's harder than my NC. And it's like anything, when you get on a bike, especially if you don't ride a lot of bikes, familiarising yourself with it. I'm quite lucky. I always find I just get on a bike and it don't matter what it is, and no bike intimidates me. It just is what it is. And it's like when I get on, you get on the sports bikes, you can go really fast. I can go really fast, but if I don't want to, I won't. Actually, like just going around the bend with no brakes, just on the fabulous. Now Richard's just in rain mode on my bike, so it's on the least power, so you'll probably find it a bit juddery. Look at this, people. I've got to ride home in this. Why would you do this for a YouTube channel? So I like the gear indicator as well. 6 gears on it, 1 down, 5 up. Slow down, use the gears to slow down. This is getting proper muddy and slippery. Don't touch your front brake in this, because it's slip sliding away. This 3rd gear, when you pull up from 3rd, pulls away nicely. The gear change on it is wonderful. The gear change on this is smooth, silky smooth. And it's like anything. Get used to it. Touch on the back brake. Tiny bit. Look at this. Wow. I'm using the gears to actually slow the bike down rather than the brakes. Yeah, I don't think, people, you wanted a nice light bike for round the lanes, you'd go wrong. This is doing my head in now. Where the hell is... There it is. Oh, it's that switch there. Wondering where it was. I knew eventually I'd find it. And I'll tell you what, 4th gear, she's got a nice bit of pull on her. The wind gets hold of you on it, but don't forget it's a lot lighter bike. Yeah, Richard, you've got a cracking little bike here. More than capable. It feels absolutely lovely. I like the wide handlebars on it. Very, very light. Silky smooth in the bends. Now 6th gear going uphill, bit of a judder, drop it down to 5th. Do you know something? This bike's got more than enough. Go down a gear, touch on the back brake. Sorry about the screen, it's really wet now. And these roads, when we come down before, they were damp, but now they're wet and muddy. Really got to take your time on them. Fabulous, isn't it? So if ever you're bored and you want to come out for a ride with a virtual biker, you're more than welcome to. You've never ridden an NC and you're going to buy one, ride one first, because that's the only way you'll know if you like it. And it's like this, in fairness, a short time round the lanes like this, even an hour, a couple of hours, isn't enough out on one of these. You have to really get some good seat timing on a bike. But I think you know when you get on a bike whether you like it, whether you will make that effort for that seat time. That's what it's about. You'll find Richard finds that a lot heavier bike than this one. And I think the fear, like with most people, is because it's the auto when you put it in gear and you just go in. And the bike, by the way, because they did ask when you put it in gear, does it? The bike will sit there. You know, you sit there in drive, it won't move a muscle until you turn that throttle on it. Come up to a nice T-junction here. They brought us down. This is where this is where he grew up. His father rebuilt it. Amazing. Imagine living out here. It'd be fabulous, wouldn't it? Seen that view every morning. And it's like I said, the walls used to be this high all the way along. You know, even in the rain, it's just fabulous. I hope he's enjoyed his little spell on it anyway. As I say, I never get bored of the NC. Lovely bends to ride round. And that's what I do find, you know, with manual bikes. It's like now, this is why I love the DCT, because I've not got the hassle of finding the gear when I'm going round here. It just does it for you. And the most it's like I was saying, the most I very rarely use the upshift on the NC. I use down if I really need to do it, if I need just a little bit more juice, if I'm going up a hill or something and I feel I need a bit more. That's the only time I ever use it. And like I say, most of the time my bike's, it's in standard mode. So I don't tend to have it in sports mode. But if I want to, and I feel a bit frisky on a few bends, I'll do it. It's a shame the rain's come. It's been, sorry about this on the screen, it's been a glorious day up to here. We've got another, well, I've got a good 2-hour ride home now. It's 3:30. So it'll be 5:30, 6 o'clock by the time I get home. Here we go, massive tractor. Thank you. And look at that, Richard's got his own frunk on here. And that's the thing that he'll be finding now. Is he doing alright now? Or is he going? No, we're going over the bridge. that's the thing he'll be finding. Coming up to, look at that, people. Wow, what a view. You're coming up, when you're first getting the DCT and you're coming up to a junction, you're coming to change your gear. I think he's had enough. River Weir there. How do you find it?
I think I maybe should have had it in standard.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, it does when it's in rain, because your power's right off. Yeah, your power's right off. It's difficult, isn't it? So it's difficult to get used to when you first get on it.
What a game changer is.
Them paddles. Yeah, it's your gears. And I'll tell you a little thing about them as well. You can actually get an electronic gear stick if you want to put what it does, it disconnects them and it puts them on the gear.
I think they're easy.
The better. But that's what.
Then?
Love it. To be honest, it's nicer to ride than the Himmer.
Yeah.
It's nicer. The power doesn't feel much different. It's just a much nicer ride. I love the dash on it. And I love the brakes. My Maya brakes.
One had a dash like that.
Yeah, that
gives you all the information you need.
Yeah, it's poor, the dash on them, I think.
Yeah.
There is things on the NC, and you're on, as you can see, my tyres, they're near the end. My brakes are near the end on it. So
that was the only problem with Rainbow. There was one bit where I was just coming, I think it was a bit of a bend with the muck, and it changed up and it just chucked us out. So I thought, I can't pull in because I hit the mud.
You can get away with that by going into user mode or staying in. If you stay in sports mode won't change up as fast.
After that, I thought, right, you have to start using the paddle.
Yeah. How do you find it on weight wise?
No problem. No problem at all.
Comfy.
Lovely stuff. Especially that bit. I think that chipping your ass up against that, like.
Do you know something? There's quite a lot of people that say 2 hours in it, an hour in it, you're knackered. I go all day in that. Honestly, I can go from sunrise to sunset in that seat, and I'm comfy. Yeah, my last ones, you don't really feel it, but no, they're fabulous. I'm well impressed with this.
A nice little bike, aren't they?
Absolutely. Down the lanes, took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to turn off the main beam. Yeah. Just when I was doing it. But love it. Absolutely love it, Richard. I was saying you've even got your own frunk on it. An external frunk. Yeah, I would say to anyone, ride one of these. Fabulous. Yeah, we'll have a little. Yeah, we'll have a little thingy because. Are you going to get one then? If you can, and Yules have said if you phone Yules, let's just turn that on. Right, people, I've had a lovely ride out with Richard. Meant to meet Stephen. Stephen's next week. Absolutely took me down some fabulous roads. Absolutely fabulous. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you, Richard. Really do appreciate it. Now I've got a nice 2.5 hour drive home. Heading up to the 66, the A66. We may take the 683 or 685 down to junction 37 or 38, or we may go straight up the 66. And to be honest, people, even the A66, it's a fantastic road. The views in nice weather is untrue. Coming back there, we've just been in absolute solid fog. We haven't been able to see 2 foot in front of us. So now I'm on the 67. I'll be turning right a bit further up here. And here we go. Going to rough there. connect onto it. That's even better, don't have to turn off. And now it's just a straight, oh, rabbit there. Oh, what a lovely finish today. A black rabbit as well. Don't normally see them out, do you? So we're now on the A66. Straight up, it leads to the M6. And straight away back to Warrington. And even coming back on this road, look at this, people. It's absolutely fabulous. Always windy up here. But if ever you get a chance to ride down here on your bike, get down here and have a go. I've just been down new roads I've never been down before. More memories. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the ride with the Barnard biker and Richard. Come and visit me again on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Ride safe. Be kind to others. And with luck, they'll be kind to you. See you on the next one, Barnard biker. Ta. If there's one thing that's terrible to ride in, it's wind. Especially when it's crosswinds like this. And this A66, for people who want to know, it's a road from Carlisle to Newcastle. Very heavily used road. Back in Cumbria now. We're punching the miles away. You have to watch your speed as well on here. There's always unmarked police cars that want to get you. Without realising it, you're up to silly speeds. And that's what they generally drive. Look at that road. Oh dearie me. Have to come back here and try that one, people. I'll stretch my leg out on me. Look at this. Wow. This is why you need to come and ride Cumbria. Fabulous. We're heading over that way. Again, this is why you've always got to check your mirrors. This is why you ride bikes, people. Look at that. The United Kingdom. Absolutely fabulous. Even in this weather. And 200 miles so far today. We'll be doing about 300, I would say, in total. And we'll have used about £20 worth of fuel. £22 worth of fuel. What a fabulous road. You can never get bored of riding. Even with the rain coming down. And I'm not being funny, people. This is only what the big GS, what the big 1200 Triumphs do. Exactly the same as this. You're as comfortable, you've got more than enough power, and you're just punching the miles away. Bike is planted, it's balanced, even in these strong winds. Far from boring. We're going M6 south. We'll down the 685, another fabulous road. We'll dispose of this car immediately. Like Mossy said, you can't really overtake much, they're quite slow. Far from the truth about the NC750. It will do what it wants to do. So we've got about 20 miles on this road before we hit the M6. Knock our speed off well and truly. And you won't see all of this card. I'll leave this card run to its max. The views are spectacular, even in the rain. Absolutely fabulous. I can only thank the Romans for the roads that they put in Britain, because without them, could you imagine it? This bike, as you can see on fast roads or on these little A roads, it just swallows them up. And for people that say it's uncomfortable, I left this morning at 9 o'clock and I've more or less been in the seat nearly all day. It is now 5:45. I've had about 40 minutes or 50 minutes out the seat between the two breaks. No fatigue, no stress, not uncomfortable, not getting any aches and pains. In fact, exactly the opposite. Could do another 8 hours. And to people, this is what riding is. Doesn't matter the weather. Just because it's rainy, just because it's snowy. You don't have to just come out in sunshine. It's fabulous. A coffee and a walk, that's not a bad thing. Good with Stephen. And I come past it a bit earlier on, and that was absolutely, they were coming out the gate on there. Go through a little town now. Little traffic light, slows right down. Ford garages. And this is what is just the best part about it. Look at this old church, amazing. Straight on, we come to a little set of traffic lights. Lovely little towns these. These have been old market towns years ago. You know, before your Tesco's, before your Asda's, the farmers would have brought all the goods here and sold them in the squares. They'd have turned up in church and thanked the Lord for the crops. Oh, and look at this. Oh, Kusty's bike, Barnard, mate. Didn't know that was there. Wow. There's one for you. Kusty's bike. I'll have to go there and visit it. Could tell he's a proper easy rider like a Harley Davidson or the big cruisers. But sorry to you all, I'm going to stick with my NC. This does everything I need it to do. And now for people as well, just tell you now, I'm in sports mode now. And there we are, it just stays in, because we're low revs, it'll stay in third. It's not after changing. Really, rain mode in this, it just take all the power off and probably up to being fifth now in rain mode. So it started off bright sunshine, as it does on bikes, and it's ended up English weather. This is what us Brits expect. And I suppose this is adventure riding for you. Jubilee Park. I don't know, the rain will be in the way here. The wind is howling. My missus is going to be screaming at me. I'm normally home for about 5 o'clock. I'm not going to see 7 o'clock by the looks of this. These weather fronts in here like this. And this is a side about riding now when I say for your mental health, even though it's so bad, I've got the wind blowing on me, I've got the rain smacking off my face, I feel alive. I'm not cold, I'm not uncomfortable. My bubble is on this bike, it's not inside a car. And the views are just to die for. Even with all the cloud and the rain. And you probably can hear it on the camera, that wind bouncing up inside my helmet. Probably going down roads like that would be even better one day, may try it. Just avoiding the motorway and just going straight through all the national park. Even better riding. 10 miles off the motorway. So you want to ride motorcycles, you want to become an adventure rider, well, how many of your bikes are in the shed right now dreaming about it? Don't dream about it, just get on it and do it, because no matter what, you will get home with a big cheesy grin on your face.
that wind is absolutely, you wouldn't think it with a windbreak there that they've got. It's just absolutely horrendous. It's absolutely fabulous, people, but in the same respect, it's a bit scary because you don't know what the wind's going to do to you. So curb your speed down, let your bike just coast, and get home safe. And this is the NC's fantastic for this. The engine braking now, I'm not having to touch brakes. The bike's braking for me. And it's on the least braking now because it's in sports mode. If it was in rain mode, it would be slowing me down even more. Absolutely fantastic. Ravensdale, I've been down there, must do that one day. That's taken us back again through the national park. Just a shame it's so late. If it had gone an hour earlier, probably would have done it. And I think the camera's going to run out shortly. So we really hope you've enjoyed this. The real riding of an NC750. They're not boring, they don't put you to sleep, they get you where you want to go. And they do well. As good as any other bike. You've got to watch the roads as well, you can see they're churned up. So we're heading to T-Bay. It's a T-Bay turn off. If you've never been on a motorbike on this road, get on it, people. It's wonderful. The wind is actually dragging me to the right. I've got the wind coming from the left shoulder across. With the mountain, massive hill ranges there. I'm actually leaning into it. Absolute gorgeous. And don't forget, people, we're on 50/50 numblers on this. We're not on out-and-out road tyres. We're not at max speed. I can go much quicker if I want to. My
My windscreen wiper stopped working on the helmet, but I can still get around it. I think, like I say, heaven gives you wings, but so do Honda. Fabulous wings. Now I would normally go left here onto up round the backs, because up T-Bay and Kendal, the actual roads up there are fabulous, absolute fabulous. Runs by the side of the M6. We're going Preston, Lancashire. We're now on the motorway. I'm going to knock the camera off here, people. Ride safe, be kind to others, and with luck, they'll be kind to you. Bertrand Biker, see you on the next one. Ta-ra. Well, Richard, got back, mate. It was a little bit wet on the way back, and I'm not saying my socks were wet, but they were a bit full. A lovely day out, bud. Thank you very much.